Hi everybody, welcome to another Yarn Scrap Friday, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this popcorn stitch flower, but also how to turn it into a granny square as well to make it one piece. So for this tutorial we're going to be using some DK light worsted weight yarn, and I've chosen two colours. I'm going to use a purple and a white yarn, so purple's going to be for the flower. That's a DK light worsted weight yarn, so that's a yarn weight of 3, and with that we're going to be using a 3.5mm E4 crochet hook, and it's also a good idea, like I always say, to have a pair of scissors and a yarn tapestry needle as well, so that's one with a big eye at the end. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start making the flower. We're going to start right in the middle, so you can use any colour really for the middle. I've actually chosen to do a white, which is the same as the actual granny square part. We're going to do a chain 4 loop. You can of course use the magic circle in exchange for the chain 4 loop, but we're going to do a slip knot to begin. And so we're going to chain 4. Okay, so chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, so chain 4. We're going to slip stitch into our first chains. Find your first chain, put your hook in there, bring the yarn through the first chain and straight through the loop on your hook to form a loop joined at the beginning and the end. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to do a chain 1. We're not going to count that as a stitch, it's just going to be there for some leverage. We're going to work 5 single crochet, so this pattern's in US terminology, 5 single crochet into the center of our 4 chain loop. Okay, so we're going to find the center hole, which is there in the middle, literally in the middle. Don't confuse it with your first chain that you slip stitched into, because that can look quite big. You need to find the actual center of this loop. We're going to put our hook into there, into the center. Going to bring the yarn through the center, and we're going to do a single crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do 5 of those, so that's 1, back into the middle, 2, and you're just wrapping it around the chains. Doesn't matter how many chains you got now. 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so we've got 5 single crochet, and if you've worked into the center you should be able to just pull that hole closed a little bit. Then we need to find our first single crochet that we did, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find the first one that you did and put your hook into there, going under both bits of yarn like so. But instead of yarning over with the white, we're going to drop that and bring in a colour, which would be our purple. Let's find the end of your purple, whatever colour you're using for your flower. And we're just going to drape that over our hook instead. Just going to hold it with my finger, like so. Bring that through the first single crochet, that's better, and straight through the loop on your hook to do a slip stitch. And now we're working with our purple. Just pull your white, but don't cut the white because we're going to come back to using that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work the popcorn stitch. So the first thing we're going to do is just going to do a little chain 1. Again, don't count that as a stitch, it's just for leverage. Then going back into the same single crochet you just slip stitched into, we're going to do 5 double crochets. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, go back into the same stitch you just slip stitched into, and do 5 double crochets. So pull through 2, pull through 2, that's 1. Another one in the same stitch, 2. So we're going to do 5 double crochets all in the same stitch. 3. 4. And one more. 5. Okay, so we've done 5 double crochets all in that same stitch. Then just bringing up your loop slightly, take your hook out and put your hook into the first double crochet that you did. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put your hook into there, like so, and then we're going to hook this yarn back on here, and we're going to pull that through this first double crochet. Okay, so just bring that through the first double crochet like so, and it bunches all of your double crochets up. Okay, and that's our little popcorn stitch. Then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. So chain 1, 2 and 3, chain 3, and do the same thing again. So go over to the next stitch and do 5 double crochet in there. Get your tail end out of the way. Let's go into the next stitch along and do 5 double crochet in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 double crochets all in the same stitch, that next stitch. Again, bring up your little loop, find the first one you did, so count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, find that first double crochet, put your hook into there, then put it back into the loop like so, and then bring that through that first double crochet, do a little slip stitch. Okay, and that bunches up your double crochets, and then just chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and just repeat that all the way around until you've got 5 petals. So next stitch along, back on here, we're going to do 5 double crochets in the next stitch. 1, all in the same stitch, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so 5 double crochet in that next stitch. Pull up your yarn, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and find that first double crochet that you did. Put your hook into there, then back into the loop that you left, and bring that loop through the first double crochet stitch. Okay, put it nice and tight, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. There's our third petal. See it coming together. Then the next stitch along, 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so 5 double crochet in that next stitch, and again just bring up your little loop, find the first double crochet you did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put your hook into there, and back into the loop that you left, careful not to lose it, and then bring that through that double crochet, and then chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we've got one more to do. So if we pull that beginning white, we should see we've only got 1 stitch left. Again, into there we do 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 double crochet in there, pull up your loop, find the first double crochet that you did and put your hook into there. Okay, put it back into the loop. Bring that through, do a little slip stitch, put it nice and tight. And we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we finished our flower. So what we're going to do is we need to find the stitch at the back of our first petal, which is there. We're going to slip stitch with our white though. So find your first petal that you did, and behind it find that little stitch there on the back. Okay, just on the back there. But instead of yarning over with a purple, we're going to drop our purple. We're going to yarn over with the white again. So bring that through that stitch and bring it straight through the loop on your hook. Then pull your purple nice and tight, and you can cut your purple now, whatever colour you're using. So, okay, and then you're working with the white again, or whatever colour you want to make your granny square with. Okay, so you could stop there and just have a lovely little popcorn stitch flower. You can make lots of these, join them together, or you can turn it into the granny square, which we're going to do now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little chain one. Again, don't count that as a stitch, little chain one. And then you need to find the 3 chains that you did in between your flowers. Okay, so this 3 chain space, we're going to work some stitches into there. So find your 3 chains, and in the 3 chain space, so just the gap, big gap underneath, we're going to do a single crochet, okay, and a double crochet, okay, double crochet, then another double crochet. Okay, so you've got 2 double crochets, and just move that over slightly. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and do the same thing again but in reverse. So we do 2 double crochet in the same 3 chain space, double crochet 1 and another one, another double crochet. So you've got 2 double crochet and then a single crochet, all in that same 3 chain space, single crochet. Okay, so you've got something like that. You can see the beginning of your square. Okay, so after that, we're going to find our next 3 chain space between our next 2 petals and do the same thing again. So in there, we're going to do a single crochet, 2 double crochets, so 1 and another one, 2 double crochets. Okay, so single crochet, 2 double crochets, move it over, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to do 2 double crochets, so we do it back in reverse, so 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. But what we're going to do with our single crochet, instead of working the single crochet into this 3 chain space, we're going to find the next 3 chain space. Okay, the next one along, and do our little single crochet in there. There's a reason for that. Okay, so he's going to sit there all by himself in there. The reason for that is because we have a 5-petaled flower, but a square only has 4 sides. So at some point we need to skip one of the 3 chain spaces so we can make a square. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to pop our little single crochet instead of in this 3 chain space. We're just going to put it by itself in the next 3 chain space. Okay, then we're just going to move on to the next 3 chain space. Okay, next 3 chain space, tail ends out the way. So in the next 3 chain space, we go back to doing the normal things. So we're going to do a single crochet, okay, double crochet, 1 and another double crochet, 2, okay, single crochet, 2 double crochet, then we're going to chain 2, chain 1 and 2, then we're going to do 2 double crochet in the same 3 chain space, double crochet, 1 and another one, and then our single crochet this time is going to sit in the same 3 chain space. Go back into the same one and do a single crochet. Okay, so our pattern is normal on this one. So it's only on this second one where we pop that last single crochet into that 3 chain space by itself. Okay, so we can then get ourselves 4 sides. Okay, and then we move over to the last 3 chain space, and in there we do the same thing again. Do a single crochet, 2 double crochets, our purple tail end over, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, okay, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and we do that in reverse, so 2 double crochets, through 2, pull through 2, 1 and another double crochet, 2 and 1 last single crochet in the same 3 chain space. That's single crochet. Okay, and then what we do is just putting my tail ends. We find our first single crochet that we did. So 1, 2, find that first single crochet which is down there. And we're just going to slip stitch into there. Let's bring the yarn through the loop straight on the hook. Okay, and there we go. We've managed to turn our 5 petaled flower into having 4 equal sides by just putting that single crochet after that second one by itself. Okay. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to make our granny square just a little bit bigger. We're going to do a little chain 1 to begin. Don't count that as a stitch. Then going back into the same stitch you slip stitched into, we're going to do a double crochet. Okay, do a double crochet in the same stitch you slip stitched into. Okay, and we're going to do a double crochet to the end. So double crochet in the next stitch and a double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, then when you get to the corner in this 2 chain space here, we're going to do the same thing as what we did really on the previous round. We're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So no single crochets there. So in the 2 chain space, we're going to do 2 double crochet, okay, chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 2 double crochet again in the same 2 chain space. 1 and another one. 2 double crochet. Okay, so that gets our corner. Then we're just going to do 1 double crochet all the way over to the other side. So double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 3 double crochet in the next stitch, 4 double crochet in the next stitch, 5 double crochet in the next stitch, 6. Okay, so you should do 1 double crochet in the next 6 stitches. Okay, over to the next 2 chain space, and in there we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So 1 double crochet, another one in the same 2 chain space. You're just wrapping it around the chains. 2, then chain 2, 1 and 2, then 2 double crochet in there, same 2 chain space. 1 and another one in the same space. Okay, so you've done your 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all in that 2 chain space. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch along. You should have 6. So next stitch, 1 double crochet, next stitch, 2 double crochet, next stitch 3, next stitch 4, next stitch 5, next stitch 6. Okay, so 1 double crochet in the next 6 stitches over to the next corner, and in that 2 chain space we do 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in the same 2 chain space. 1 and another one. Okay, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch across here. So next stitch, try not to miss that first stitch. Next stitch 1 double crochet, next stitch 2, next stitch 3, next stitch 4, next stitch 5, next stitch 6, and we should be up to our last corner. Okay. On our last corner we do the same thing again, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, okay, chain 2, 1 and 2, then 2 double crochet in that, 2 chain space, 1, 2. Okay, then that should leave you with 3 stitches. So do 1 double crochet in the remaining stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then find your first double crochet that you did. First double crochet and do a slip stitch into there. And there we go, there is our finished granny square. So I'm just going to cut our yarn, and then you just pull your tail end through, creates a little knot, and then what we can do is just thread this to the back. So I go through the same stitch I slip stitched into. Always go through that, and then it keeps our stitch count on this edge in case we want to join them. Then I just sew through a few stitches on the back as neatly as I can, and then go back in the opposite direction. Okay, and just trim down the excess. And I know I've chosen white on a white background, it's because I want to make these in white, but hopefully you can follow along. Then with these ones you can sew these in if you want to, or you can just cut them down. It's up to you. So I'm just going to trim those down, but you can sew those in, make them nice and neat. For the sake of this video I'm just going to trim them. And there we go, there is our little popcorn stitch flower inside a granny square. And if you want to know how to join your granny squares, I've done a couple of videos on how I join granny squares, so you can go check those out. I'll put the links in the description below so you can go check those out, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you managed to follow along, and you can make these in all different colours joined together. But I will see you soon for some more crochet fun. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.